Welcome to Slide Talk. My name is Andrew Kim, Superintendent of Schools for the Comal Independent School District. Joining me today once again is Crystal Hermesch, our CFO, Chief Financial Officer. As all of you know, we have a bond election and a voter-approved TRE election. In 2019, House Bill 3 that the legislature passed that if a school district would like to operate with more dollars, we have to go and ask the voters. And that's what essentially an ask of the voter-approved tax verification election. To explain this, let me go ahead and complicate it a little bit more by explaining how tax rates work and school finance work. And I'm going to have Crystal help me with this. So our total tax rate, if November 2nd Proposition A, B, C, D, and E were to pass, would be what?
The total tax rate for the district that's been approved by the board is $1.29.
So the $1.29 is the total tax rate, but it's broken down into two parts. Am I correct on that?
That's correct. There's a maintenance and operations tax rate, which is basically funds all of your school operations. And that rate is 94.2 cents. There's also your INS tax rate or your debt service tax rate, which is used to only pay back bonded debt. And that rate is 35 cents.
So a lot of confusion though. Can I use the bond monies towards paying teachers and so forth in the operational side of things?
No, your interest in sinking or INS tax rate can only be used to pay back bonded debt or interest associated with that bonded debt.
Okay, with that in mind, in the history of tax rates, the Comal Independent School District tax rate has been falling down over the many years. In fact, in 1999-2000, the operational tax rate was $1.50. The INS tax rate was around 38 cents. Then it dropped down to $1.04 for the operational tax rate, and it's been consistently dropping down. And the district chose to also drop the INS tax rate from 39 cents to 35 cents. And we have maintained that 35 cents because at 35 cents, we're able to generate enough revenue to meet our debt obligations. Now, with though asking our voters to consider Proposition A, will cause us to go ahead and see a tax increase. Am I right on that?
That is correct. We'd go from around 92.5 cents to 94 cents this year.
So as a result of that though, are we going to stay at the 94 cents or even go up higher in the future years?
Well, actually, we're still predicting additional compression in years going out, so that tax rate will lower in the future.
So let me ask you this. So how does that tax rate then affect the average or the taxable value of our home? So for example, let's just say that we have a home that is taxable valued at $100,000.
So on a $100,000 home, first, Comal ISD is unique in that we offer a local homestead exemption of 20%. After that, an additional $25,000 would be deducted from the state because of the state homestead exemption. So your actual taxable value would be $55,000. And that's what the $1.29 is applied to.
Okay, so if we were to happen, the average homeowner of $355,000 will see how much per month increase relative to this Proposition A.
The average homeowner is predicted to have an average increase of $14 a month.
The result, though, of Proposition A will be, based upon the Board of Trustees resolution, will be to use that money towards compensation for our employees in our school district.
That is correct.
Okay, all right. Now, if you're 65 and over, am I understanding that your taxes are frozen?
Your taxes are frozen, so a change in the tax rate does not actually impact you. It's the amount of taxes you pay that are frozen.
I see. So that means that I'm always paying the lower amount.
That is correct.
Okay, so once again, Proposition A, B, C, D, and E are up for consideration on November 2nd. Early voting is going on, so please, if you haven't voted, please go out and vote. And we would appreciate certainly any feedback. Thank you very much for joining me for Slide Talk.